when the pandemic was over, quote unquote, if it was ever over, I realized that I was able to utilize my talents to create freedom for myself. And I created my business and my passion out of necessity for not wanting to work in a 9 to 5. Your mindset is super duper, yes, raising standards is super duper important when it comes to content creation and just creating exposure for your business, right? And the reason why I say this is because the number one conversation that I have with people regarding why they're not putting out content is because they don't believe in themselves to actually get it out there. If you're not speaking the language of your clients and not talking directly to your clients when you're posting content, whether it's a word or whether it's a static post or whether it's a video, if you're not talking or speaking to your target audience, nobody is going to come to you to do business.
Bro. I'm about to share my screen. We in there like swimwear.
How's everybody doing tonight, first of all? Good, good. Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's what I like to hear. I know some people had a holiday. Unlike others, I'm still working on a holiday. I don't really care about holidays. I like to get it in no matter what days we on, so.
Get it in. Can you guys see my screen? We all good?
Yes.
See the screen? Let's go. Kick it off, man. Do your thing.
Can you make it full screen for me, please?
Bro, I don't even use Canva. Should have done this shit on. Wait, how do I make this joint full screen, bro?
At the bottom, the double arrows. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, we in there. Let's go.
By a show of hands, how many people are actually business owners versus people working 9 to 5 in the chat? I need to see that. Yeah. And then all my business owners, and regardless if you're working 9 to 5 or business owners, I want everybody to go to the chat and put in their @ names for their social media. We're gonna pull up some social media accounts tonight.
Who did a social media audit? This how you coming, man?
We got to do an audit, man. We not here for no reason. We here to get to work tonight. I don't know about you guys. But most important things I want to cover specifically for media and content tonight for you guys is mindset, your why you're creating content, why you're a business owner, why you're working a 9 to 5. The most important thing why we do anything is our why. It's super duper important. Number 2 is going to be research and study. I'm a big strategy guy. If you've ever worked with me filming content, I make you research and I make you super succeed creating that strategy for your content and not just coming up with some bullshit just out of thin air. Like, we're actually going to strategize tonight and not just pulling things from left and right, just trying to figure out what do we need for our business. And then number 3 is the actual action to creating content is filming, editing, and then most importantly is posting your content on social media. I know a lot of us guys, sometimes we're afraid to post content, or sometimes we think it should be better than what it normally looks like. But again, it's just about taking action and actually creating that awareness for your business, all right? Go ahead and slide to the next one.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. All right, guys, so again, my name is Matthew Cone, owner of Conesgraphix. I've been partnering up with Strive4Sales for the last 3 months, creating content for their business and bringing awareness to their business and just creating that name and exposure for Strive4Sales, because our whole goal is when you're creating content is you want to see more eyes on the business, right? You want to see more people getting in tune with what you do exactly and how can they help you, right? So I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know where you guys were during the pandemic, but my ass got sent back home in 2020 working in the office. I don't know about you guys, but we were all sitting in the office and we got that email and it was like, oh, you got to go home. But in the meantime, I was already like a year into stuff that I love to do in my passion and the stuff that I can wake up and do every day, which was obviously just being creative and working in art and stuff. And at the same time they were sending us home, I had got equipment ordered for my business. So I'm cooking up graphic design work, I'm doing photography, I'm doing video in the middle of the pandemic. And when the pandemic was over, quote unquote, if it was ever over, I realized that I was able to utilize my talents to create freedom for myself. And I created my business and my passion out of necessity for not wanting to work in a 9 to 5. No offense against 9 to 5. We need our 9 to 5ers, but my vision and my path, what I wanted to do, was greater than what I was given to people. And what I realized in the past 3 years is that I was helping people with my skill set and with my passion and with my love, instead of being miserable at that 9 to 5 and not feeling like I was actually helping anybody, and I was just forced to create work that was out there that wasn't necessarily fulfilling my heart and my goals. So I am a seasoned video strategist. I love creating content for companies. I love creating content within general. By show of hands and people in the chat, let me know if you guys are currently creating content, whether it's for yourself or your personal or for your business. I want to see some comments in the chat, whether or not you're making content for your business or for yourself. I want to see what levels they on tonight, Tata. You on mute.
Okay, my bad. Rick said was but fell off. Karina said yes. Karina does. I see her content all the time. Braxton, yes. Meg used to. I've been on Meg's ass about
Creating content, yeah. Yeah.
Brandon said personal 6 out of 10. Business 4 out of 10. That's why we're here though.
I love that, and thank you guys for being honest with me too, because personally, I mean, about 2 months ago, I was slacking too. Like, as much as I teach people and try to tell people, like, man, you should be busting out content. As a content creator, we have to be honest with ourselves, because I work with so many different companies. Sometimes I slack off too, but the most important thing is not really being motivated by what you love. Is just having that, not determination, it's another word for it, but just being able to stick it out all the way through. And that's why I've been able to do this for the past 6 years, because again, I love what I do when I wake up, but I also understand that I absolutely have to get it done in order to create exposure for my business. So let's go to...
On that note, right?
Go ahead.
Since we both love what we do, it's good to love what you do. You're not going to love everything in what you're building.
Facts.
Right? Like me, I don't like doing lead gen. There's specific things I hate doing in my business.
Yeah.
But I know I got to do it if I want to get to where I want to get. And then as you move up, you delegate. And you know what your skills are. You focus on your skills, you can delegate the other stuff. I just wanted to say that.
You know, the word I was looking for was discipline.
Yeah, there it is.
I got another thing for the chat tonight. On a scale of 1 to 10, and I want you guys to be honest with me, how is your discipline within your personal life? And then go to the next slide for me.
This one?
Yep. Because this is super duper important. I'm like a...
Wait, what are we talking about? Let's get a little bit more specific. Like discipline in what area?
I don't want it to be too specific, because we're gonna slide into it. But like on a personal scale, like, what do you think your discipline is in all aspects of your life? Okay, I see Cruz 8 out of 10. Adam said he had 9 out of 10. Sheesh.
Right. I don't out here. Stay disciplined, my boy.
I'm actually going to change what I said, because I see a lot of people feeling themselves in this chat, and I really think they a lot lower than what they giving us. I'm going to change. I'm really at a 1. Like, personally, for what I see myself doing, is I see myself being a 10, but I'm nowhere there yet. Like, I know there's so much more to go, right? There's so much more to go. So, and the reason why I want to talk about your guys' discipline is our mindset, right? Your mindset is super duper, yes, raise the standards is super duper important when it comes to content creation and just creating exposure for your business, right? And the reason why I say this is because the number one conversation that I have with people regarding why they're not putting out content is because they don't believe in themselves to actually get it out there. They don't have the correct mindset to want to put the content out there or be disciplined about themselves. It's the confidence in creating that content and actually getting out there, which is super duper important. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. when I started putting out content, my mindset was terrible. I honestly was so caught up on what other people would think about my content, me not getting no likes, me not getting no views, me not getting no comments. And honestly, it's just a bunch of bullshit, right? And to have the awareness that you have to get it done no matter what is super duper important. And that's the reason why your mindset should be on the top of the list when it comes to content creation and media.
Matt, I need your help growing my social media audience.
All right, guys, if you need help growing your social media audience, make sure you text 602-390-7002. Once again, it's 602-390-7002. You can go ahead to the next slide. Yes, this is being recorded. Stop the lies, raise the standards. I keep my word to myself, but I feel like my mind is great. Forgave. Any questions, by the way, regarding your mindset for content creation and dealing with, yeah, it's being recorded.
You guys can unmute right now if you have any. It's like a midway check-in. If you got any questions, because right now you can unmute and moderate.
Hey, so one of my questions is like, okay, I want to, when I present my stuff or I make any type of attempt to try to post on anything online, I want to make sure that it's not just the idea isn't just to like make somebody laugh or make them feel good or something like that. I want people to know that I can deliver the result based off of what I have connections to, what I know, what I can at least direct them to. So if they're in the right conditions, I can put them in a winning position.
What's your social media account? Tata, pull his account up. All right, scroll down for me. Let me see his post. Well, Preston, what do you think? If you were a potential client of yours and you looked at your page, what would you think? Yeah, absolutely. So immediately just by looking at your profile, I don't see why I would do business with you. And the reason why I say that is because I don't see a lot of content on your page pertaining to what you're trying to help with. But I'm going to keep it short and let's move on to the next thing because it relates. What I just said relates to the slide. But good job, Preston. Thank you for showing us your profile. So this is super, super, super duper important. Go back. Yep, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Yep. Go back. Thank you. Research and strategy. Show me in the comments, guys, how is your research and strategy when it comes to things you want to accomplish in your life? I don't care if it's content. I don't care if it's social media. I don't care if it's you getting a brand new car. Just give me like a scale to 1 to 10. Are you guys really good at researching and coming up with a strategy to a plan that you want to create, right? And the reason why I say this is because, prime example, we was just looking at his profile, right? Preston's profile. And it doesn't seem like he did any research on his clients and had any type of strategy to how he was posting his content and pertaining to getting to clients. And the reason why you want to do that is because if you're not speaking the language of your clients and not talking directly to your clients when you're posting content, whether it's a word or whether it's a static post or whether it's a video, if you're not talking or speaking to your target audience, nobody is going to come to you to do business, right? And what happens is content creators or people that's wanting to post on their business, they forget that mindset of needing to research their own type of client and coming up with a strategy on how to post. And what I mean by strategy is how often are you posting content and what type of content are you posting to speak to your target audience. And there's different type of ways you could come up with a strategy on how to talk to your target audience and what type of language you use. But again, it's just super duper important that you're researching your target audience, that person that you want buying your goods or services, and coming up with a strategy on how to target that audience when it comes to creating content and posting on social media. I know we had some questions in there too. Go ahead, Tata. Nice. I love it. Thank you, Adam. So the next thing that thank you, Tata. The next thing that I want you guys to do is, I didn't see a lot of @ names in the comments Yeah, I want to make sure I'm following all you guys, whether it's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Make sure you're putting your ad names in the chat. The next thing that I want the group to do is I want everybody to put their industry that they're working in. Just like Adam had commented above about sales and fitness and mindset. I want you to put your industry that you're working in the chat. Okay, so we got insurance, restoration, roofing, home services, energy, solar. I love that, roofing and solar. Okay, so pretty collective on there. One thing that I was doing when I went to go film my next YouTube video, and I'm pretty sure I told Tata this because I get so many complaints that people don't know what to create for their content, which is total bullshit, by the way. When I go to Google or YouTube, I type in my industry. So if you guys go to Google or YouTube right now, you type in home services or you type in insurance and hit energy, solar, do not press enter. Just type it in. I just want you to type it in. You will literally see the top search results that your clients are looking for as soon as you type in that whatever in that box, right? And what that does is that's literally giving you a list of what your expected clients are looking for when it comes to any type of communication, any type of research. When they want to come find you, that's exactly what they're typing in. And the amazing thing about it is we call it SEO, and I'm gonna let Adam get to that when he wants to on his part, but it's so easy to look for the problems that your customers and clients are having by just simply doing the research. It's so simple, I love it, right? So what I do is in turn, I take those top search results and I use that as content, right? So I did a video 2 weeks ago, right? And the content that I created for my business, I typed in video editing in the search result, right? And when I typed in video editing, it gave me a bunch of search results, and the top thing was programs, right? So what I did was I created a video that talked about top programs, and I had a bunch of leads come in from that because it was a top search result that people were looking for. They were looking specifically for the types of apps. So when I went to go film it, right, because this is our next step, we got our mindset straight, right? We got our research, we got our strategy. Now it's time to actually take action, which Adam was talking about in the previous slide is our next step, right? This is one of the biggest hurdles that I see when it comes to people wanting to create content, right? It's that next step. It's that filming, taking time to film, taking time to edit, and taking time to post, right? These are really, really big things, and I don't want you guys to make it seem like it's too hard to do. It's actually really simple. I don't know about you, but everybody right now, show me their cell phones. I want to see your cell phones. Show me your cell phones. Everybody has $1,000 video camera in their hand right now to create content. So there's no excuses why you guys should not be creating content, because you literally have everything in the palm of your hands to do it, right? So again, whether it's you filming it like Adam said, or somebody else, or me, another company, the most important thing is just simply taking that action by filming, figuring out a way to edit, and figuring out a way to post it, and making sure your audience can see exactly what you do for your business, for your goods, or for your services, which is super, super duper important. And again, just going back to research, it's CapCut is still not working, by the way. I almost shed a tear. Sorry, Rick. Oh man, I use CapCut like almost every day. Yes, but yeah, like, what's Mojo? That's fine, right? But as far as filming, editing, posting, does anybody have any questions about that? Because I know that's a lot of work. Well, no, I'm actually referring back to you. One thing that Kelvin talks about a lot, Tata talks about a lot, is KPIs. And I know that's a big stretch into a deeper problem, but if you understand your KPIs, then you will understand why you're not getting traction. And Tata, you can talk a bit more about that, but that's really a simple answer. Can you post them? It's not about motivation. It has nothing to do with motivation. It's discipline. It's straight discipline. Yeah. I gotta piggyback to that. To Rick's point is having an accountability partner. Tata, I get on him all the time. All my other clients that I deal with, I will piss off a millionaire because I know for a fact that somebody has to hold them accountable for them not getting shit done that they wanted to get done. Rick, join a community. Have somebody hold you accountable for getting content done. Have you hold somebody accountable for getting shit posted. That is probably one of the biggest reinforcements to getting shit done in any life situation is just having an accountability partner. Cruz, he said, what content is good content? Well, again, what did I tell you guys earlier? What does your client look for? What is your client's problem? I know that's going more into sales, but if whatever your client's problem is how you talk to them, and that's what creates content for them. It's not necessarily good. It's you creating content to create exposure for your business. That's the whole purpose of content. You got all these social media platforms that cost $0 to post on there. It's literally free. And we're not taking advantage of it because we worried about somebody else's opinion, or we don't think it's good enough, or you don't know why you want to see your face because you got acne on it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, just post the content and make sure you are talking to your target audience to solve their problem. You better be funny. Ain't that what the girls say? The girls say, if you ugly, you better be funny. Let's go, Adam.